Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. I'm your host, the OT Astartes, and welcome back to another Astarties Analysis. Now, as we continue through our voyage through the 11th Doctor era's annuals, we come now to 2013. So basically, this was for the second part of Series 6, and look at the cover. That's when it had the whole plot line of Trenzalore, and the one question that must never be answered, and the whole River Song thing. And I love that. Look, because it just goes, it looks as though the Doctor is being hunted, and he would be like everyone's #1 target. And it's reminiscent of the Tesselector robot as well. As we open, we have our obvious time vortex and picture of all the monsters in there, and the contents. So we have a continuation, so back into the shadows, and it talks about the silence and the oldest question in the universe, of course, Doctor Who. And this is a little thing that goes out throughout the annual where they're all basically clues to where the Doctor could be going, and it was a bit of a teaser to Series 7 Part 2 as well. So we have a whole page about the silence again, and obviously as the second half of the season gave us a bit more detail about the silence, so that from the headless monks, and the silence, and Madame Corvarian, Colonel Manton, Colonel Runaway, and then some more figures who were related to the silence. Then we have Melody Pond's diary, so young Amy Pond. Oh look, a Raggedy Doctor doll. And then another picture of a nice drawing of Matt Smith as well. So young Melody Pond, and a comic strip. So the Zentrabot invasion are robots that can come out of Christmas presents. And then Toy Box Terrors because of the Peg dolls. And at the bottom right corner here, well no, here we have a villain that's returning. Of course, the Celestial Toy Maker, who will return in the 60th anniversary. Yeah, I wonder what'll happen when the Toy Maker comes back, because they made, in one of the action shots in the trailer, they make him big, so kind of like an Attack on Titan-like character. Well, an Attack on Titan-like shot. And then we have the Tesselector's databank. So basically about the Tesselector robot. That obviously became the 11th Doctor. And then recent people who they've turned into. So the Dr. River, Amy, Gideon thingy, Eric Zimmerman. And then another Spot the Difference. So with Lake Silencio. And then guess the monsters who were hiding throughout the skulls. And then Secrets of the TARDIS Console because of the Idris episode. And then a story about Lorna Bucket, who was a character in the Demon's Run episode. What was it called? I don't know. So then we have, the characters who were in the Battle of Demon's Run. So Captain Avery from the Siren episode, Lorna Bucket, Madame Vastra, and Jenny and Strax, who will later become the Pronocrasta Rao gang, who will appear in later episodes, so season 7 and 8. And then we have some segment about the god complex. So we have the Minotaur and everyone's fear. And then we have even more. Oh yeah, that was David Walliams, wasn't it? And then the Doctor's worst fear. And of course, look, the room door's number 11. I wonder what... I'm thinking it's something along the lines of Trenzalore. Or it could be him seeing the future where he becomes Jodie Whittaker. That's the Doctor's worst fear. Becoming Jodie Whittaker. Now, I've nothing against the actor, but becoming the 13th Doctor, I mean. Now, the Doctor's worst nightmare would be everyone finding out his real name, I think. Or Trenzalore. Yeah, that's what I thought, because it would be the Fields of Trenzalore. And then we have another monster mashup with the Peg Dolls. Then a crossword, which I couldn't do. And then we have another comic strip. And the Cybermen, when in the episode where they met Craig. And I like this picture of a Cyberman because he looks rusty and they look as though they're recycling parts to maintain them. Look, some of their bits are broken. And of course, Cyber Controller Craig. Yeah, when they nearly turned Craig into James Corden into a Cyberman. And then the Cybermats and Rory meeting the Cyber Leader. In A Good Man Goes to War, that was the episode. Yeah, they should have had more of an appearance in that. And then a quiz about the 11th Doctor. I think I did this years ago and some of the answers are wrong. Yeah, so I got the answers. So I got the question on which evil entity took control of the Ood, and I said the Mara, which was the snake thing in Kinder and Snake Dance. And then a match the 11th Doctor. I like that pose. That's one of my poses for Gallifrey Falls, isn't it? On one of my action shots. There's a shot of my action figure Doctor standing like that pose there. And then a maze to escape the God Complex. And basically a fact file about River Song. Then, yeah. And then a bit more about River. And then there's the Christmas special from that year. The one with the wooden people. I am Groot. And then Escape from the Silence board game. And a little thing about Doctor Who Adventures, which was the magazine at the time. And there we go. And then at the end, we've got Dorian Maldevor's prophecy about the Fields of Trenzalore. So, on the Fields of Trenzalore at the fall of the 11th, when no living creature can speak, falsely, or fail to answer, a question will be asked. A question that must never, ever be answered. Doctor Who. And there we go. And you've got the TARDIS as seen in other previous annuals. So yeah, that's about it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all later. So goodbye, good night, and follow the buzzards.